tune of the month. Happy October! This month I have for you an absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, stunning, sublime, melodic Irish-style jig. It's called The Mouse in the Kitchen. It's by Farrell. And the fun part for me is that I actually have no idea where or when or from whom I learned this tune. But what did happen was I was teaching at Swananoa this summer, so it was Colin, and we sat down together in a jam session. At some point in the evening somebody said, "Hey Colin, play one of your tunes." He started playing this, and I just started playing along. It felt like I was possessed because my fingers knew what to do and my brain was like, how do you know this? So thank you to whoever or whenever or whatever taught me this tune that I'm unaware of. I'm very grateful because it's a real winner. Here's The Mouse in the Kitchen. To those of you who are just listening, thanks for stopping in, and those of you who are ready to learn this absolutely stunning, gorgeous tune, I don't have to say grab your instruments, you probably already have them. Alright folks, we're in the key of A, and as you were probably hearing if you were listening with your Tune of the Month tuned ears, this is a pretty standard jig form, part 1, part 2, part 1, ending. And there's even some similarities between the A section and the B section, wink wink, nudge nudge. Alright, so let's slow down that A section. For the purpose of this month, I'm actually going to keep the ornaments in. We've worked a lot with taking ornaments out. I'm going to leave them in when we slow down because I think they're pretty structural for keeping this tune gorgeous and sparkly the way it is. Here's your A section. Section. If you want to just learn it by ear that way, you can go ahead and rewind the video and play it over and over slowly with me. That's a great way to learn it. If it helps you to hear it broken down a little more, let's do that. So here's the part 1. It's going to start on the 3rd of this A major chord. That's kind of what gives it that floaty, extra special quality. So on the 3rd, the C sharp. Yeah, do it again. So that's basically just going up the scale and right back down the scale to land on that extraordinary F sharp there. Now the one thing that I'm doing a sneaky little bowing in there. I'm going slur and land, right? Because I want to end that on a down bow. It's unusual to want to end a bar on a down bow, but coming up, I have a pickup up, down into the next part. So I'm going to throw a sneaky little slur into there that allows me to play that bottom long note on a down bow and draw it out. Watch again. Down, sneaky slur, down, up, land. Do it again. Down, up, land. Awesome. Now, any of those long notes, of course I could ornament. In the case of Colin's tune, I'm using rolls on all of those long notes. Right? if you don't know what a roll is, you can go back to previous tune of the months where we break it down in great detail, but basically, it's the note, note above, back to the note, note below, and land where you belong. Ya da 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 da. It traces that little, here I am above, here I am below, here I am to finish. Alright, that's your part one. Going on to part two, I have a pickup up bow. I'll do it again. Notice another roll there, right? So that's basically dealing with that little neighbor tone, right? Good. If you need a couple more repetitions of that part two, go ahead and rewind the video, do it again. I'm going on to part one. It comes back. With that little sneaky slur. Excellent. And here comes the ending. I hop all the way up onto my E string. I'll do it again, ending. So this is just kind of a little cascading pattern, right? I have, and then I'm going to move up one digit. And now I have a little neighbor tone to finish. Do that ending again with a pickup. Now if I want to make that even fancier, there's not a long note until the very end to roll, but I could did you hear that? I put in those little taps. Taps are another kind of ornament that we've explored in great depth at past Tune of the Month videos. So if they're new to you, go check out some past ones to show, but basically, quickly, I'm just taking an available finger that's above the note I want to ornament, and I'm just tapping my string with it. And it gives that little bit of sparkly flourish. Holy cow, guys, that's already the whole A section. Part one, part two, part one comes back, and this ending, which you may want to make sure you know really well, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hint, hint, as it may or may not be coming back. Let's put the whole A section together. Ready? Part one. Sneaky slur, down and land. Part two. Roll it. Back to part one. Sneaky slur, down and land. Ending. Repeat. Section. And I think what I love most about it, and indeed about the whole tune, is it's just so simple. There's not a single note that's not needed, that's extra, that's out of the way at all, and that's what gives it this stunningly pure melodic singing quality. So when you're playing, you want to make sure you're playing just as smooth and pretty as you possibly can. Let Colin's tune just sing through without any interruptions. Alright, so let's go on to the B section. I'll play it slowly through with a repeat. See if you notice anything similar from the A section. Ready, B. right away that that ending of the B section is the same as the ending for the A section. We've seen that a lot in Tune of the Month tunes, and indeed in all your fiddle repertoire. I call it a cloud ending because my first fiddle teacher used to draw a cloud around the ending in the A section and the B section so we could see that it was the same. It means you don't even have to learn an ending. You already know a huge part of this B section. But we'll get to that. Let's go with the new part first. Here's part one. I have a single pickup. I'll do it again. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Do you hear I'm rolling on the long notes? Now I also have a sneaky slur there at the end. Did you catch it? It's a little like the one in the A section. Down, up. So I'm ready to start part two, down bow on the downbeat. Let's try that again. Put in the roll and the sneaky slur. Part one. Roll. Down slur. Here comes part two. It starts the same way. And that's the magical part, isn't it? That's magical for two reasons. One, because it goes all the way up that A major arpeggio, and also because it has that wonderful, delicious, syncopated rhythm at the top. Listen again. Here's part two. Do it with me again. A major, wait, and land. So my words for that. Did you catch the sneaky slur at the end? A major, wait, slur. So you're ready. You need that sneaky slur to adjust coming out of the syncopation. If you use my silly words, it will actually work pretty well. Let's try it again, part two. Roll. A major, wait, slur. Nice. Do it again, and then we'll go on to part one again. Jump all the way over to your high A. And suddenly the whole B section just kind of fits together. If you need to do any of those little parts again, of course rewind the video, do it as many times as you like. But right now, let's put the whole B section together. Ready? Part one. Roll. Sneaky slur. Here. Part two. Here it comes. A major, wait, slur, part one. Sneaky slur, cloud. Good, let's repeat. Part one. Part two. Here it is. A major, wait, slur. Cloud ending. And that's the whole tune. All right, so if there are parts of that you want to grab, I keep saying it, it remains true, you can always hit rewind. YouTube videos can go infinitely in either direction, whichever is most helpful for you. So play those sections a bunch, get it feeling really good and smooth and connected. Play around with where you put your rolls in. And don't forget those sneaky slurs that help you get the long notes down bow. So that way they can glide and lengthen and be a part of Colin's beautiful sing-song tune. As always, if it helps you to see sheet music for this and any future tunes of the month, you can go to my website, www.mariblack.com, and if you subscribe to my email newsletter, I send out sheet music as a part of my email newsletter, a special thing for anybody who's subscribed to the newsletter, my handwritten notation of how I see the tune, how I think about it. If you can read my handwriting, it's there for you. And I hope you will subscribe to the channel, stick around for more tunes of the month, and then I'll see you sometime out in the real world. We can play this tune together, and maybe you're even the person who taught it to me. If so, please make yourself known. I have a thank you to give you.